Hello everyone, my name is Ankur Agarwal and I am the founder of the Winston Learning Classes. Now I am on a mission of helping my students for achieving the academic as well as the professional success. And in this mission, now I have accepted a one challenge. And the challenge is making the GMAT quant simple for my student. And in this series, I have taken a different concepts one by one and selected a multiple questions based on this one particular concept and presenting before you, solving them, making you understand the concepts and the way, the methods, right? And making a shortcut approach. And yes, can you accept this challenge? Can you beat the GMAT and solve the questions under 60 seconds, right? Okay, so just accept this challenge and let's begin. Let's start. So first of all, we are having a one concept which is rate concept. And now I have taken the questions from the GMAT Official Guide Quantitative Review 2025-2026 edition. And yes, so first mission, first challenge before you. Now I am rating this question easy. And yes, you also have to make this question easy when you are solving by understanding the concept, by grasping the concepts. Okay, so just read the question. And yes, can you beat me? Can you beat the GMAT? Okay, let's begin. First question I'll solve for you, and then I'll give you some time to solve, and then I'll make you the answer. So working at a constant rate. Okay, so just read the question carefully and catch the key points. So the key point here is a constant rate. A copy machine makes 20 copies. How many copies? 20 copies of one page document per minute. So see this. This is the rate per minute. The working rate, how the copy machine is working, at what rate. If the machine works at a constant rate, okay, there is a no change in the speed of working of the machine, right? Whatever the speed is earlier, whatever the rate is earlier, the same is now. How many hours does it take? How many hours? Okay, so see, the catch is here. The rate given to you in what? Per minute, right? And the question is asking you what? How many hours? So this is a unit conversion also there, right? How many hours does it take to make 4,800 copies of one page doc? Right. So I suppose now you must have got all the catch points of this question, right? And now we start working for this. Okay, so there are 20 copies per minute, right? This is my rate of working, the rate of working of the machine. So we have to calculate the answer in hours, right? So if 20 copies in a 1 minute, so in a 1 hour, how many minutes? 60 minutes. So 20 copies multiplied with 60. And this is coming out to be how much? This is 1200. So what is this 1200? This is 1200 is what? Copies per hour, right? This much of copies are there in 1 hour. Now, what I have to calculate, how many hours does it take to make 4,800 copies of one page document? So your answer should be what? How many copies you have to print? 4,800 copies you have to print, right? So when you are solving, if you keep the units together with the numericals, right, you will be very comfortable in getting the answer. And yes, what is my rate? This is 1200 copies, right? 1200 copies per hour, right? So this copies will cancel out this copies. So your answer will come out in what? Hours, right? Because this is asking for how many hours, right? and 4800 divided by 1200. So when you cancel out this part, this is coming out to be what? 4. So this is coming out to be your answer, that is 4 hours will be there for copying 4800 copies. And this way my answer for this question is option number 1. This is my correct answer, right? So yes, this is a little easier one. This is a little easier one, right? But see, we have to beat the time, we have to make a speed, and we have to understand, right? When we have pointed out the keywords in this question, right, we are making this question easy for us. If we are not able to identify the keywords, right, we will be facing a difficulties in solving the question. So this is the very first question for you. And yes, now coming up with the second question based on the rate. As I told you earlier, we will be studying, we will be understanding one concept per session, right? One concept per session. Again, this is based on the rate. A certain work plan for September, right? See, this is a very catch point here. September. September is having how many? 30 days, right? Now, you will be little amazed why I am talking about these days, but when you go ahead and reading the question, you will find that this is a very, very important point here, right? Requires that a work team working every day, right? There is a no holiday, right? No Sunday, nothing. Produce an average. Okay, this is giving me a average of 200 items per day. Okay, so this is my standard that 200 items will be prepared every day, right? For the first half of the month. Okay, for the first half of the month, right? So I took a September as a 30 days, right? So this is first half. Now we are talking about how much? We are talking about 15 days, right? That is the first half. The team produced an average of 150 items per day. Okay, there is a shortfall, right? We have to produce at 200 items per day, but we are producing only 150 items per day in the first half, that is the first 15 days. Okay, how many items per day must the team average during the second half? Okay, second half of the month. See, this is the catch point here. This is the very, very catch point. And second half is also what? This is for 15 days, right? Because we are talking about September month, which is a 30 days. So first half is a 15 days, second half is a 15 days, right? So this means the time is constant for you, right? This means the time is constant for you. Now, further, if it is to attain the average daily production, okay, they have to come up with the same thing, right? Whatever the target is set for them, they have to achieve the target. So, rate required by the work plan. So, what is the increment? What should they increase the working rate, right, to achieve the same target? Okay, done. So, I suppose now you must have understood all the things about the question, right? And now I am giving you a one timer, right? And there is a 10-second for you. So can you beat this? And can you face this challenge of solving this question? Okay, so start with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I suppose you must have got the answer for this. Okay, so everyone out there, just tell me the answer. What is the answer for this? I suppose you all must have taken out the answer for this, but I am here and helping you and supporting you for this purpose. Okay, so start with this. Total 30 days, right? We have to do a minimized writing, right? We have to do a minimized writing. If you write a lot, right? you will be consuming a time lot, right? So you have to minimize your writing. So we have identified some key points here. Total time 30 days, first half 15 days, second half 15 days. I have to achieve the average 200 items per day, right? But we are having a 150 item per day. So there is a some shortfall, right? There is a some shortfall. And how much is the shortfall? We have to produce 200 items, but we are producing 150 items. So there is a 50 item shortfall, right? This we have to produce per day, right? This is my shortfall. So if I have to achieve the target fixed in the beginning of the month, I have to increase, see this, I have to increase this much of number every day in the second half of the month, right? I repeat, whatever the shortfall for me, which is a 50 items per day, and if I have to achieve the set target, which was set in the beginning of the month, I have to achieve. So I have to increase the production of number of items by the number which is my shortfall. So what is my production? What is my production for this? So my target production, right? My target production or the rate as of now, which is 200, right? And I am in a shortfall of 50 items. So I have to increase this much. And now I have to produce 250 items per day, right? To achieve the target. And this way I am getting my option as the second option right, right? This is the one way, right? I suppose some of you must be having a say understanding of putting up first formula, and then you are going towards the logic, right? This is particularly the logic base. Okay, so I'll give you a one alternative solution for this, right? What is the alternative solution? Okay, what is my target average, which is 200? I have to make this, okay? This should be equal to something. In the first half, I am having an average of 150. Okay. In the second half, I am having an average of, for example, X, which I have to achieve. Okay. If I add these two things, because the time is constant, right? I pointed it out earlier. 15 days first half, 15 days second half. So I can take a simple arithmetic average, this, right? And when you simplify this, so this is coming out to be one simple equation. 400 is equal to 150 plus x, right? Cross multiplying. And when you take out the x here, so this is what 400 minus 150, and this will give you your desired answer, which is 250 items per day, right? Okay, so this is the challenge which I am giving you, right? Make the GMAT quant simple, logical, right? And first understand the question, the things, the points where the examiner is making you trap, right? So this way you can have the answer for this. And I suppose you must be gaining a confidence in solving the GMAT quant based question, right? Okay, come for the next challenge, next mission, next question, right? Okay, now read this carefully. And there is a challenge for you. Can you beat the GMAT? Can you beat the examiner? Okay, So this says a certain toll station. I suppose you must be traveling on different highways and paying the toll tax at different places, right? A certain toll station on a highway has 7 toll booths, right? So side by side, there are 7 toll booths, and each toll booth collect $0.75, right, from each vehicle that passes it. Okay, every vehicle is paying $0.75 from 6 o'clock yesterday morning, right, to 12 o'clock midnight. Okay, vehicle passed each of the toll booth at the average rate of 4 vehicle per minute. Okay, so we have to highlight all the things, right? So how many toll booths are there? 7 toll booths are there. They are collecting how much money? $0.75 from what? Each vehicle, right? What is the timeline I have? From 6 a.m., right? 6 o'clock yesterday morning, right? To 12 o'clock midnight. Done? So how many total number of hours? 6 o'clock, 6 a.m., right? Yesterday morning to 12 o'clock midnight, right? So this is how much? 18 hours, right? So this way you can simplify, right? Work back of the mind. Vehicle passed each of the toll booth at an average rate, right? This is again the rate. So I am on a mission of giving you a one concept understandable, right? So average rate of 4 vehicles per minute. Okay, so every minute there are 4 vehicles moving. Okay, done. Approximately. So we do not require the exact answer. We need an approximate answer. How much money did the toll station collect during that time? Okay, done. Sure. No worries. So now start solving. Done. Okay. So first of all, just check what is the money we are collecting. In what? How much? So this is asking for what? During the period. What is the period? From 6 a.m. to 12 midnight. How many total hours? 18 hours. So first of all, I have to identify for 1 hour, right? And now for 1 hour, this says what is the average rate? 4 vehicles per minute, right? So there will be a some change, right? There will be a some change. Okay, now, so I have to collect a sum, right? What is dollar? So what is the total money we are collecting? How many booths? 7 toll booths, right? How many vehicles are passing? So total 4 vehicles per minute are passing, right? So this much of vehicle are passing from the 7 toll booths. And every vehicle is paying how much money? Every vehicle is paying 0.75. Right? So this is the money, right? This is the money for what? Per minute, right? This is the money we are collecting per minute, right? Okay, so just simplify this. So this is dollar 7 times of 4 times of 0.75. 0.75 for a simplification of the calculation. Can I write 3 by 4? Right? Okay. So canceling this part. 7 multiplied with 3, which is dollar 21 per minute. Right. This much of money we are taking for a 1 minute. Right. Now, how many hours are there? Total 12 hours are there. 18 hours are there. Right. So what is the time we are having? We are having total 18 hours. And the money value we are having for the per minute. So making this in a minute multiplied with 60, right? So 18 multiplied with 60, this is coming out to be how much? 1080 minutes, right? This is the total time we are having here, right? For 6 a.m. morning till what? Midnight, 12 midnight, right? So this is the total time, minutes, 1080 minute and $21 per minute we are earning. So what is the total amount we are earning, which is nothing but 1080 multiplied with $21, right? So simplifying, multiplying, right? Now, what is the answer you are getting? Yes, quickly, quickly, just quickly. So we are getting how much? This is coming out to be, when you simplify, multiply, right? So this is coming out to be 22,680, right? And this is asking for me what? Approximate answer. And see, what is my answer here? Answer is the fourth option, right? Answer is the fourth option. Now, you must be in a puzzle. How to multiply this much of big number, right? So, what should I do? Just see this. This is a very simple calculation. First line is done. Done. This $21 per minute is very simple, right? 18 multiplied 60. This is again a very simple. The little fear is here. How to multiply this, right? How to multiply this. So if I say approximation, right? Now the approximation will work. Okay, see this. If I approximate this as 1000, 1000, right? And this is multiplied with say $20, or say you can say 21, right? Because you have taken this as a 1000, right? So if you are taking a this, right? If you are taking a this, and then if you simplify this, you can say your value should be somewhere around $21,000. No? And there is a no calculation, nothing is required. This is just verbally, right? So based on this figure, I can cancel this first option. I can cancel this second option, and even I can cancel this third option. Now I am stuck with two options, fourth and fifth, right? So there is a very small change, right? There is a very small increment in the value, right? And this is what we have to take care of this much part, 80, right? If I take care of this much part, I cannot reach the 30,000, right? That is a difference of 9,000, which is my approximated value, 21,000, right? So very safely, I can also eliminate this option very safely. And this way I can mark this option, that is 23,000, which is my approximate value, which the question is asking, right? So this is the challenge. This is the mission you have to take. You have to get, so that you can have the good understanding of the command, you can have the good understanding of the concepts, and yes, you can achieve your desired score, maybe 700 plus or 750 plus, right? So questions are not difficult. The understanding of the logic and the application of the logic is very important in GMAT examination. Okay, done. No worries. We are here to help you to achieve all these things. So now move further, right? Okay. So come up with the next one. And yes, we are on a same concept, rate, change of rate, right? So there is a no other concept. We are making you master, right? We are making you perfect in one concept. so that you can have the confidence in solving the questions. Okay, done. So moving next. Again, can you give me the answer? Quick, quick, quick. If water is leaking from a certain tank at a constant rate, okay, there is a leak, right? There is a leak from a tank. And what is the rate? Constant rate. There is a no change in the rate of, what is the rate? 1200 milliliter per hour. Okay, 1 hour, 1200 milliliter. How many seconds? Okay, answer I have to give in a second. See the unit conversion. Earlier, the rate is given to me in hours, right? But the answer is asking me seconds. Does it take for one, how much? 1 milliliter of water to leak from the tank. Okay, done. So yes, quickly, very quickly, give me the answer. And what is the option you people are getting for this one? Yes, yes, yes. Very quickly, very quickly. So first of all, I have to convert the unit, right? From hours to second, right? So 1 hour, right, is equal to what? 60 minutes. And 1 minute is what? 60 seconds. So converting this 1 hour is what? 3600 seconds. Done? 3600 seconds. And now I have to take what? 1 milliliter, right? So 1 milliliter, what to calculate? Quickly, give me some clue. Yes, yes. You have a 1 second of time or 2 seconds. Quick, quick. So now, what I have to calculate? Got the answer? I suppose you people must have got the answer. Which one? No, no, no. Just check, just check. Which one is the answer? Okay. Okay. So what I have to calculate, this is how many seconds, right? How many seconds does it take for 1 milliliter? So I have to calculate answer in second per milliliter, right? This is the format of answer I have to identify, right? This is the format of answer I have to identify, right? So when I have converted this, so what is my time? What is the total time? Total time is what? I have 3600 seconds, right? And this is divided by what? 1 milliliter of water I have to take out, right? So what is the total volume I have? 1200 milliliter. So when you simplify this, canceling this is cancelled 3 times, right? And your answer is coming out to be 3 seconds per milliliter, right? That is 1 milliliter will be leaked out in 3 seconds. And this way you are about getting your answer, the third option, which is the right one for you, right? So see, this is basically what? The unit conversion and rate constant. So in this session, we are taking all the questions based on a rate, constant time, right? In the previous one, you must have seen that there is a, this again, the constant rate, vehicles are passing from the booth, right? So this is the what concept which we are making simple for us. Okay, now moving further. Next one. So now, till now we have solved, we have achieved a mission 4, right? Now this is a mission number 5, question number 5. Okay, how many seconds? Just mark again. How many seconds? We have to calculate some seconds, right? Will it take for a car that is traveling? Okay, car is traveling at a constant rate. Okay, again the constant rate of 45 miles per hour. Done. Okay, 45 miles per hour. To travel a distance of 220 yards. Okay, 220 yards. Done. So see now how many changes are there? How many seconds and 45 miles per hour. So one change I have to take this. Seconds and hours. Done. Okay. And this is telling me 45 miles per hour, right? 45 miles per hour. And the question is asking 200 yards. So the second conversion I have to consider is this one, yards and miles. Done. So in this question, I have to convert both the units, right? I have to convert both the units. So start. Don't worry, right? Just challenge the question. So 45 miles per hour. Okay. 45 miles per hour. Convert this into seconds. First, right? One unit, one time. Okay. So 45 divided by what? 1 hour is 60 minutes and 1 minute is a 60 second. So this is divided by total what? 3600. And see, this is what? This is miles per second, right? So we have convert 45 miles per hour into 45 by 360 by 3600 miles per second, right? And when you simplify this, so this is solved as 1 by 80 miles per second, right? Very simple calculation, right? Very simple calculation. Okay, now move further. This is given to me in a question. 1 mile is equal to what? 1760 yards. Done. And this is my 1 by 80 miles per second. Done. This is my speed. With this speed, we are moving in a 1 second. 1 by 80 miles in 1 second. Okay. So we have to cover. So what we have to calculate? 1760, right? Convert this into yards. 1760 into 1 by 80, right? 1 by 80. So this is coming out to be what? Yards per seconds, right? This is yards per second. And when you simplify, when you cut, so 0 from 0, right? And from this 8, you are cancelling 176. How much? 22 times. So this is what? 22 yards, right? This is what? Per second. Done. Now, this is now your speed. And you have to move how much? 22, 220 yards, right? So how much seconds you are taking? So you are calculating the time, and this is coming out to be 220 divided by 22, right? And this is what? Yards, right? And this is what? Yards per second, right? So yards and yards cancel out. So now you are getting answer in what? This is in seconds. And these numbers cancel out how much? 10 times. So this is 10 seconds. So this way your answer is what? Option number C, which is 10 seconds, right? So see this. This is how simple, how easy is the question, right? And here you are getting the answer. Done. So there is a two conversion, right? Time conversion and length conversion, right? Seconds and hour conversion, and this is miles and yards conversion. So the questions are asking you a different conversions when you're talking about this, right? So you have to be a little bit careful when you are converting one unit to the other one. Okay. Okay, so these are all easy and medium, but yes, the GMAT, the examiner of the GMATs are not your friend, right? And many times they are putting you in a hard situations, right? Hard conditions, and asking you, okay, just face and yes, move out as a winner from the hard conditions, right? So this is one is a hard one as rated by the GMAT. Okay, no worries. We will challenge this also, right? We are here and we have to challenge this. Done. Okay, so just read this. Dara ran on a treadmill. Okay, there is a someone and who is running over the treadmill. That had a readout indicating time remaining in her exercise session. Okay, this is very important point. The time remaining, right? This is the time remaining, whatever the left out time. Suppose you are planning, say, for 20 minutes of workout, right? And after, say, 10 minutes, the left time is 10 minutes, right? After, say, 15 minutes, the left time is 5 minutes. So the machine, the treadmill is showing you the time remaining. So this is basically working in a reverse order, right? When the readout indicate, okay, there is a some time is given to me, 24 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay, she had completed, okay, she had completed 10% of her exercise session. Okay, exercise session, right? So see this, the catch point is here. This is talking about exercise session, means whatever the total time she has planned for exercising, right? So she has done only 10%, right? And this is what? 24 minute 18 second. This means this is the time left, right? This is the time left for the exercise session, right? So this time, right? Now read this carefully and critically. So she has completed how much? 10% of the exercise session. So how much is remaining? How much is remaining? How much is remaining? Yes, yes. This is the catch point here, which we are picking, right? The remaining is what? 90%, right? And this time, 24 minute and 18 second is basically what? This is equal to the what? 90% of the remaining time, right? 90%. Whatever the total time is there, this is representing the 90%, right? The readout indicate which of the following when she has completed 40%. Okay, now she is completing 40% of what? Exercise session. Exercise session. Right. So see this. The base is constant here. Earlier also exercise session and now also exercise session. So the 10% and this 40%, both percentage values are calculated over the same base, right? This is a very critical point here. 10% and 40%, both values are on the same base because this is saying what? exercise session. Okay, done. No worries. Now I start solving and getting your answer. Okay, so first convert this 24 minute and 18 second, right? Convert this into the seconds. Okay, because we have to take a one, right? And the best is the second, because second, if I convert to minute, will come into the points fractions, right? And if I convert minutes to second, will be a normal value, right? So how to convert, right? 24 multiplied 60, right? And plus 18, which is already in seconds, right? So this is coming out to be how much? 1,458 seconds, right? So this is my total time left, right? Total time left, because this is showing readout time, done. And this, if this is the readout time left, so this time, right? This time is representing how much? 90%. 90% of what? 90% of total time, as I mentioned earlier, right? 90% of the total time. Now, if this is the 90% of the total time, I can identify the total time. What is total time? This is what? 1,458 divided by what? 0.9. Done? 0.9. Simplifying this, right? You are getting 1620, right? Seconds. And this is what? My total time. Right? This is my total time. Done? Okay. Now this is saying what? 40% of the exercise session. So when 40% of the exercise session is done, what is the remaining time? 60%. Done? So I have to calculate what? 60% of what? Total time, which is 1620. Done? And this is coming out to be how much? Yeah, this is 1620. This is coming out to be how much? This is coming out to be, simplify this. So this is what? 60 divided by 100, right? Multiplied with 1620. 0, 0, 0, 0. All cancelled. And this is simply what? 6 times of 162. Done. And when you simplify this, this is coming out to be how much? This is 972 seconds. Done. And when this 972 seconds are converted into some minutes and some seconds, so I can break this as what? 960 seconds, right? Plus 12 seconds. Done. And yes, now this is very simple for me. 960 seconds, right? This is divided by 60. So this is coming out to be what? 16 minutes and 12 seconds. And this is your answer. The option E is your answer. Done. So this is the way we are having a say questions solved, understanding the different concepts, understanding the key points, working sometimes in a reverse order, because this is saying completed 10%. So we have to work in a reverse order. We have to identify if the 10% is done, what is 90%. And when we are taking a 90%, then we are simplifying and solving that question. And the other catch point in this question is the exercise session. That is the base is constant for all the percentage values, which is one first is the 10% and second is the 40%, right? I suppose you are having a good understanding of this question as well. And with this, we are done with 6 questions, 6 missions, targeted mission for the rate concept, right? For the rate concept. And then you can have, if any doubt, if you want to have some demo session, if you want to understand some concepts, some problems, so you can connect over the Winston Learning classes. And yes, we are very happy to help you. We are very happy to support you for achieving your goals and success, right? And yes, you can connect with us over the LinkedIn, right? This is the LinkedIn QR code. You can scan, you can connect over the LinkedIn, and you can have the Instagram ID also, right? You can connect over the Instagram, or otherwise you can have the Facebook ID also. You can connect over the Facebook. And this lesson, this class, this recording will be uploaded over the Winston Learning YouTube channel. And yes, the Google form contain for asking a detail for the demo session, for query session, right, will be there in the comment box, right? So you can comment over this, and you can give me a feedback over this, and just give me a motivation so that I can make you more such sessions based on the say one concept and taking out multiple questions so that you can have the confidence in this. And this is how the top scorers beat the GMAT, right? This is how the top scorers beat the GMAT, because they are taking a say one topic, one at a time, and making it confident, making it perfect for them. And with this, I am winding up the session. Thank you very much, and keep challenging yourself and keep achieving the success in your life. Thank you very much.